Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I decided to do something different. Something different from what I usually do. Those are the scripted comedy videos. So as you must have read from the title, this is a paint with me video. So please welcome with us our chief guest for the day. This earthenware jar, which in Konkani we call Mate Burkula. So the reason why I chose this is because it has been lying on the shelf in the kitchen for quite a few days now, and it was not in use. And I don't know if you can see it properly, but it has started to chip out, started to wear out a little here and here. So it does not look very good, even to be kept as a showpiece on the shelf. So my mom wanted me to paint it and give it a new look to make it look, like an attractive and elegant showpiece, so she can keep it in her on her shelf with the other items. So I was a little confused as to what exactly to paint on it, because I don't want to take the authentic look that it has, but I also want to make it look attractive and hide these parts. So I decided to paint it like the Azulejos patterns. So for those of you who don't know what Azulejos is, it looks something like this. These patterns, it's actually a famous style work. So I don't know how exactly it will turn out, because this is like the first time I'm recording myself doing some artwork. So yeah, if I don't talk in between or don't explain anything, please bear with me. So yeah, let's get into the video. So before we actually start painting a base coat on the jar, we are going to just brush off all the dust and all the particles that have accumulated on the outer side, because as I said, it was kept on the shelf for quite a few days. So yeah, and we don't want to paint on all those particles or on a dirty layer. We need a clean layer. So if it's like really dirty, then y'all can take a wet cloth and just wipe it out. That would make it really clean. But mine is not that dirty because I had already cleaned it. But then I'm just going to use any regular hard paintbrush and just brush it off, brush the dust off, so that we are ready to start painting. Let's also brush off the top part. So let's start off by taking some white paint for our base. So for those of you who don't know what exactly Azulejos is, it is an art of tile work that was first introduced in the Arab world somewhere around 15th century BCE, and from there it traveled to parts of Spain and Portugal, where it evolved, and obviously from there it came to Goa. So they not only include the blue and white geometric patterns as I've shown you all, but they were also used to depict the human life scenes and the landscapes, which were all hand painted. So what the Portuguese did is they drew scenes and landscapes of Goa and they sent it to Portugal, where these tiles were manufactured, basically handcrafted, hand painted, and were sent to Goa only for installation. So they were not really made here. So you can get a glimpse of these tiles at many places in Goa, especially the old buildings. If you visit Fontenas in Panjim, the nameplates that you see outside the houses, they are all the Azulejos tiles, and they were all hand painted. Isn't it wonderful? Like how they used to actually hand paint all these intricate designs and geometric patterns. So as you can see, my first layer of white paint is done, but it still looks a bit patchy, so I'm going to let it dry and then apply another layer of white paint. So by applying the second layer, I want to make sure that you can't really see these areas that are chipping out. So yeah, we have painted the inner rim and we are going to let it dry. So while our jar is drying, let's paint its dapde paint kare. Hey, doesn't this look like a UFO? Okay, enough of gone nuts in an art video. So now our happening and our brucola is completely dry, and let's move on to the second step, that is painting these prints on them, Azulejos prints. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil and first draw a basic pattern so that I don't make mistakes while painting it, because we have come so far and I don't want it to look bad. So yeah, so I don't know if you can see, but I have made grid patterns over these because I want them to look like those tiles, and since they are like those small azulejos are those small tiles, so I've divided this whole space into small grids, and in them I'm going to do those geometric patterns. So guys, finally we are done sketching those patterns, and this is how it should look like. Actually, it did not look like precise geometric patterns, because as long as you like it, it's fine, and once you paint it, it's going to look even better. So yeah, let's start painting. So I'm going to use the dark blue, which is called ultramarine, this one. So yeah, I'll go for this one. Let's start painting. So I'm going to use a synthetic brush in size 3. I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's not like I'm doing some makeup tutorial or something, but just bear with me. And for the smaller designs, I'm taking a 00 size ka brush. Yeah, starting. So another fun fact is that since these patterns are blue in color, it is assumed that Azulejos is a word that comes from azure, which means blue. However, that's not the case. The name has its origin in an Arabic word, azulej, which means fine and smooth. So that could be possibly referring to these tiles because they are smooth in surface. And that's how we call them Azulejos. And we are done. So this is how it finally looks. Looks great so far, I really like it. So now, since I have made the grids which I told you all, I'm going to highlight them so that it gives a tile-like feeling, so that I want them to look like tiles that have been embossed. So I'm going to use grey. I'm going to mix black and white obviously to make grey, and I'm going to give a light shade along the lines so that they look like actual tiles. So I have mixed black and white paint and my grey is ready. Let's start painting. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, our final product, and I'm so happy the way it turned out. Old Mattia brucola turned into an Azulejos jar. So that's all for today's video, and this was my first paint with me session. So please let me know in the comment section if you liked it or if you want me to make more of these paint with me sessions. And hope you enjoyed. You know what to do. Like, share, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Press on the bell icon to get notified every time we post a video. And I'll see you next time with another interesting videos. So till then, eat nuts, go nuts. Bye.